Hey everyone, I'm Chris Thompson from Mike Mandel Hypnosis, and this is
Mike Mandel.
Also from Mike Mandel Hypnosis. We focus on teaching hypnosis and personal development. In this video, we want to talk about the personal development side of things and speak to the difference between the behavior of being aggressive, and when that's appropriate, versus the different behavior of being assertive, and oftentimes when that's more appropriate. So,
Great. It's a great topic, Chris. This comes out of my background as a martial arts instructor and a police trainer. I've trained police around North America in words as a force option, tactical communication, and self-defense. Now, they are two different things, and most of us really need to keep things at the level of assertion, not aggression.
That's right.
Aggression is great if your life is threatened or someone's going to hurt a child or something. You need full-on aggression then to shut the person down, even if it's only verbally. But assertion is the one that we need most of the time, probably 99% of the time.
I would say so, yeah.
The big difference is aggression is dominating the other person. There'll be eye contact, very often switching to the left eye, even unconsciously. And by doing that, you're sending a very, very powerful aggressive message to the person. The danger with aggression is you're going up a scale now, which can lead to physical violence or, weapons, whatever. It's very, very dangerous. You have to be aware that if you go the aggressive route, there's a chance it may get higher than you want it to go.
Yeah.
That's why we think assertion is probably the skill you should master instead of aggression. Now, if I'm talking to Chris here and we get all mad, aggression leads to adrenaline dumps. When we have adrenaline dumps, we become stupider. We're not thinking clearly. And then we can quickly turn into physical violence and one of us is going to get hurt.
Okay, so let's pause on that for a moment. While we're talking about aggressive behavior, let's give a few different examples in context here, though. So because it can be physical, right? Like getting in someone's face, poking them.
Or doing the monkey dance,
It can also be volume. So even if you think about a parent interacting with a child, if you start screaming, there's like this, it's not really a threat necessarily, but there is this sense that it's perceived as a threat.
Yeah.
So yelling and finger pointing, even if you're not touching anyone, raising your voice, that I would say is aggressive, not assertive.
Sure, and it's dumping more adrenaline in the system as you get more angry and you're going up the scale very quickly.
Yeah.
Even the pointing like that, in some cultures, that's seen as extremely aggressive.
So let's go with volume and tone of voice, obviously. Body language, getting in someone's face,
right.
Even
the
if
monkey
you don't
dance,
touch
I said,
them.
guys started, let's come on. That's the monkey dance. That's now it's fully in aggression.
And of course, at the highest level, physical contact would be aggressive, right?
Definitely.
So unless I'm just like, hey, buddy.
And dominating the person's space as well. Moving in too close into someone's personal space, which is left to intimates normally, is very, very aggressive.
All right.
So we want to keep it at assertion. Now, here's what assertion does. Assertion doesn't dominate.
Yes.
It's not that kind of hand gesture.
It's an inner confidence.
It's an inner confidence. Assertion doesn't generally talk over the other person. Aggressive people don't listen. But when you're being assertive, you'll give them time to say what they want. You'll make eye contact. You'll stand. You'll breathe slowly. You may have your arms folded like this or in front of you like this, but you won't be making
There's
fists.
different body language. That's right.
Much different body language. And you're not going to dominate their personal space. You're going to let them choose the proxemic, meaning the distance. If they're far away, don't get into their face because you'll be perceived as aggressive then. Assertive people keep their voice level. Like I said, they don't interrupt and they take time before they respond, but they don't back down. That's the thing about being assertive. You don't cave in when you're in the right and when you have a reason for saying what you're saying. You stay there. Assertive is holding your ground. It's your body language is typically bladed slightly away from the person. It won't usually be head on. It might be turned slightly like this. But that kind of assertion where you're making eye contact, looking away, making eye contact, looking away, your body language is straight and powerful, that is assertive instead of aggressive.
See how assertive I was being by letting you finish?
I like that.
There you go. So if you want to make a decision in your life to be more assertive more often rather than aggressive, so if you're the kind of person that catches yourself yelling in situations or moving and getting really agitated, that's going to come across as being aggressive, even if you don't intend it to be. That's how it'll come across.
But assertive, like one of the things you can do is listen to what they say and verbally hold your ground by agreeing with them and then going and repeating your point. So they're saying, I need that car moved. And you say, I'm sure you need it moved. And I'm leaving it there for the time being. I'll move it in 10 minutes. I realize what you're saying. You're calm.
You're powerful.
And you're going to make sure you validate what they say by repeating it with eye contact to show them that you you have heard them, and then saying and, which is a string sentence, directing them again to what you want. Hold your ground.
In a sense, being a little softer is being harder. Right?
That's very much true. Very much true.
So
doesn't even
there
make
you have
sense.
it. Yeah, it's, well, metaphorically,
But
right?
we admit it, so it's
you're a little
okay.
softer about, but you're very congruent and speaking with intention, but very calmly. You give the other person space to finish getting their message out, and you respond. And you respond with assertion, not aggression.
And the metaphor here is an aggressive person is storming a castle, trying to burst their way in through catapults and rocks and guns and stuff. An assertive person is holding their ground in the castle and just letting them wear themselves out against them.
Yeah, or an assertive person walks their way in rather than fighting their way in. They just walk through the crowd.
Brilliant.
Right, so there you go. So there you have it, assertion versus aggression. If you like this video, make sure you click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, and after you click it, there'll be a little bell for you to ring, so you'll always be notified of our next video on YouTube. Thanks again, and
be
good
assertive.
night.